Yeah, here's something, Doug. I wrote an article for MLB.com over Thanksgiving holiday, and one of the trades I'd like to see happen this offseason involves two American League East teams, the Yankees and the Orioles. They never trade with each other. I propose that the Orioles would trade Manny Machado, the third baseman. He's going to be a free agent at the end of next season, to the Yankees for their top prospect, Gleyber Torres, who's still recovering from Tommy John surgery.
Call the bullpen. Mark Malusis is still here.
I'm still here.
Through a very short commercial break. What do you think of Jim's idea that we got right before the quick commercial?
You didn't like it very much.
I get the creativity of it, and I think Machado eventually is going to be a Yankee, but I'm going to wait till he hits free agency, because I'm looking at Gleyber Torres. If I'm Brian Cashman, why put the chips all in now? Why not play the patient game? Let Machado come to you as a free agent. You don't have to give anything. You look at Gleyber Torres as being your future second baseman. That's not a move, and it's going to be Torres and other things. The Baltimore Orioles are dying for starting pitching, so is it going to be Gleyber Torres, Chance Adams, and Justice Sheffield? You're going to have to give up a ton. It's not like the Baltimore Orioles are going to trade him on the cheap.
No, they're definitely not going to trade him on the cheap. I don't know if the owner would ever approve a trade to the Yankees. Most likely, when I was there, he didn't want that either. But I mean, do you like prospects or do you like parades? That's all I want to say. Do you want to have a parade down the Canyon of Heroes with Manny Machado as your third baseman, or do you want to hold on to Gleyber Torres, the risky guy that we don't know if his arm's going to come back from this or not?
But it is his non-throwing arm. I mean, it is his non-throwing. Right, yeah, exactly right. And listen, I could have Torres and Machado on the same team. I mean, there is that. That is conceivable. I am. I honestly, yes, I am. But the Yankees have been all in and talking about Torres, and I think they're going to shop Starlin Castro this offseason. There's conceivably, by the end of this year, Gleyber Torres is going to be the Yankees starting second baseman. That is a possibility.
I just love the idea that the Yankees, the Orioles watched Aaron Judge bash their brains in all season long, and they would entertain the idea of putting Machado in the same lineup with him, like voluntarily doing it, and then watching it happen 19 times.
But why are the Orioles the team that you say wouldn't do this deal? I mean, the Yankees would be giving up their future for 1 year. It would seem like the Orioles would be dying for that to happen, because they're kind of in between phases here. The Yankees want to win, but I mean, I'm confused by that.
Well, and that's what I wrote in there. I said both sides find it equally distasteful, and that's why I think it probably makes a little bit of sense. But it really, in the end, it doesn't make sense on the Yankee side. You're right. The Orioles have a real problem, because they couldn't trade Machado to the Yankees. The owner wouldn't let them do it, and they're not going to trade him this winter, and they're going to get maybe 50 cents on the dollar at the deadline if they trade him at all, and he's not signing back with the Orioles. They need to do something about it. So it's being a little creative. He is going to be a Yankee. He wants to play for the Yankees.
I mean, he's been talking. I mean, honestly, he's been linked to the Yankees. Yeah, he's talked about it for like 2-3 years. Exactly right. I think eventually, I think that's the guy that you've thought about if you're a Yankee fan for the last 2 or 3 years, that eventually Manny Machado will be wearing pinstripes.
It's going to be Beltway backlash when Harper and Machado are both here after next season, and the Orioles and the Nationals are just going to hate the Yankees all over.